Rico's history is fairly long. It goes back to 1909. It started by Eberhard Thorpe, E.W. Thorpe. I never met him, of course, but I understand he was quite a gentleman. It was a tobacco shop. He added pool tables, card tables, restaurant. Was very successful. You must remember that Pullman went dry in 1911, and this place started in 1909, so obviously there was no alcohol.
During that time, the bar lived off of milkshakes, you know. It was a smokehouse, you know, they did sell tobacco and all of that, and it was a pool hall. And after Prohibition, after they got their first, in fact, it was the first liquor license in Pullman after Prohibition.
Which brought in a man named Merrill Ebner, who went on to later become the president of the Bank of Pullman and the mayor of the town. He ran it from 1927 till 1945 to 46. Immediately, Merrill Ebner brought in alcohol. As a matter of fact, the beer in here predates the Washington State Liquor Board, which goes back quite a ways. And he ran it up until about 46 when his business interest changed. He brought in a man named Grover Gentry as a partner who immediately brought in Tony Tallarico on a buyout, whereas he started to work and he would buy it as he worked. Tony started offering music in about 1971, although he had a band in here off and on prior to that time. As a matter of fact, the Snake River Six played back here in the late 40s, and they played up here until the 80s, and they are still around, as a matter of fact. But they played Dixieland, and then he also brought in local bluegrass bands. The type of jazz that I bring in really came in with me in terms of the more modern style.
The majority of the musicians are students and professors in the music department, and whatever they go into, whether it's teaching or you know, just playing for the heck of playing, I mean, that's what they do. I mean, they like music and they like to come down here. They enjoy the jazz type atmosphere, you know.
There is no place where people can go and play jazz or play bluegrass. Folk music, there's a few more spots. There's the Beanery in Moscow and a couple other spots where they can play, but this is pretty much the only stage for them.
There's always a lot of energy at Rico's, and as you can tell, it's usually really noisy too. And so it's kind of nice. It's always really relaxing. You can just kind of lay back and not have to worry about. It's not like a concert situation. In fact, the other night I just played in a concert situation, and I wanted to hear pool balls dropping from upstairs, and the people to start talking with each other. It was too quiet. You know, you could just hear yourself think, and in here, you know, there's kind of a nervous energy that's going on all the time, and so it makes it kind of a nice atmosphere to play. And I know a lot of the musicians like to play here. It's always packed, especially on Thursday nights too. So it's nice. You feel like you're always playing for some people instead of an empty audience.
Rico's music philosophy has always been based, I guess, on the fact that there's quite a few people here that are a little bit older, that are going to school, that are not interested in what's current. I guess they are interested in music for music's sake. It's kind of hard to explain, but about the time a person hits 23 or 24 or 25, somewhere in there, a lot of times their tastes change radically. And of course, since that's the clientele that we're after, that's the type of music we play.
I think the attraction to Rico's is not only the music, but the pleasantness of the atmosphere that we provide for them.
I think the reason that people come to Rico's off and on over the years is that this is a home to them. This is their living room. This is where they interact with other people. They're comfortable here. They can move the tables wherever they want. They can set up their groups however they want. And the reason is it's a hangout. This is not an attraction. It's simply a place for people to go. They're comfortable here. They want to come back. They feel like it's part theirs. I have quite a number of customers that demand almost that their names be put on certain stools because that's their place to sit. So I think that's the attraction, is it's just a home for them.
It's kind of nice to see everybody coming together in a more civilized manner. Over the years, I mean, I've been to a lot of different bars, and the art of conversation is lost, and I think Rico's brings that back. I seriously do. I believe that.